Mr. Man today better. Do. We're gonna be fighting Mr. Mansky called Child. Do.
This is the golden house?
Last time I did a stream on this, I was rank 8. 20 up. No, I was rank 8 adventure rank. Now I'm rank 28 adventure rank.
We're all fast Mora is right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. That's quiet. Too quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure that the exuberant...
You've already fulfilled your task as guide.
Child?
So why do you still linger?
Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself.
Who's this
Now,
Tsaritsa?
you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able... Don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that step either way. We now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could... When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't. Besides, you could never defeat... Fighting talk, I love it! This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger.
Excuse me.
So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
I'm also weak.
How unbecoming.
Punishment!
Disappear!
I'm here.
Cowering already.
Where'd that come from?
any heals.
Run all you like.
So if I die, then shit.
Not bad. You've got a trick.
Shut up.
Good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Not Diana.
Gosh.
It's illegal. You're not allowed to hurt a child like her. Stop dying, you silly little cat.
All you do is run.
Da 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 da.
Much remains unfinished.
Confused? I might as well just let him kill me so I can get on my practice set. Do 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 do.
You've got some skills.
My only skills are when I am playing with someone.
Looks like overtime today.
It's fun. Just kill me. Kill me.
Raging tide. Break. All you do is run.
Do 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 do. Oh, there's a pimple on my chin. What do you call that? At the edge of glory. I'm not gonna come here just yet. I'm gonna go be smart. And maybe do a little bit of food shopping, you know, just to boost the moral of Mondstadt and great adventures. Do 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 do. I reckon whatever boss I'm about to have to defeat, I reckon it should give me like full great ass supplies, man. Like 5,000, 7,000 adventure friend points. So I'm talking, you loudmouth bitch. some wine as well. Not me being an alcoholic. Go to the Animal Argon statue. It was healed. Da 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 da. Oh hi. Da 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 da. Of course, the first few released straight away. Da 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 da. How have I not gotten any enemies at all? No, enemies lives. No, I will not give myself into that seductive tree. Da 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 da. Where are we now, cuties? Do 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 da. Matsusuki. Da 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 da. See. No, I did not mean to start it. No, I did not mean to start it. I wanted to change it. Shut up, Paimon.
Impressive enough. We're all up to that. Oh, so it's a trap. But even if we can't, or better yet, take a nap on top of them. Oh, right. Huh? Look! What happened? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure...
Hey, I'm just gonna leave this domain because I meant to put Barbara Ross on my team. Da 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 da. I forgot to put Barbarian on my team. Enter the golden house. Like Boob Ross.
We can do this.
Who'll be on my team? Start.
Wow. Look impressive enough for... We're all set. Mora is minted, right? In that case... Oh, so it's a trap. But even if we can't, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream. Oh, right. It's quiet. Huh? Look. What? Uh-oh. Quick. We have to go make...
Child.
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although don't you think that trying to stopping the...
So you're just planning to take...
As one of the she will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. The time for discussion and either way. We now the battle.
Battle?
When Senor, instead of confronting you when she faces a worthy, but as for me,
We won't let what happened in my...
oh, so you would. Besides, you could never fighting talk. I love it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Don't quit peacefully.
Take flight.
Cowering already?
So rude.
Bob Ross will not die for nobody.
Let's dance.
Try this. Voyager.
My apologies. Yeah. Shiver. Embrace the
I reckon the water users in this game, like the water vision people, I reckon that they should be able to get frozen while doing their ability. So just be fair.
Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to
How
get
is he
tough.
Electro
Now,
and
show me what you can do against the might of a
he's
Harbinger.
Electro and the fucking... Bro, this guy got lucky with his vision. Fucking electricity. And the most beautiful power of all. Weird. I can't let Barbara die. She's the most important.
A worthy opponent. I'll protect her.
Gotcha.
Take flight.
Don't hurt Ayaka. You bold mole rat ass child.
So rude.
Gotcha.
Not even Barbara would die to a child. He can't get wet.
No use hiding back there.
He can't have elemental effects put on him. That's just bullshit, man. Ooh, child, miss me. Ooh. He angry for 1 week. Not even I have anything to do with you.
What a nuisance.
You weak rat. Come into my circle, boy. Come into my circle, you dim bitch.
Go, Barbara, go. Let the show
Barbara. Heal. I just need to get Barbara's elemental. Like with all my characters are low. I juked him. Well, mate, you just got juked by Baba Ross.
All you do is run.
I don't do anything but run. There's a running technique. Running in my ass. What?
Gotcha.
You're being a little cheater. I love how I'm just running from him. Like, he was so excited to battle me, and now I'm just running like a bitch.
I'll protect her.
Gotcha. No use hiding back there. All you do is run.
Bobby Ross, Bobby Ross, Bobby Ross.
I'll crush you.
You pedo. Don't touch Barbaras like that. Oh yeah, I forgot Bob Ross had a thing called a health bar.
Gotta keep trying. Whirling snow.
Crush you.
Take flight.
I thought it meant heal every character. Kami Tatouage. Eat shit, diphead. Dippy shitty on the titty, on the bitty, itty, itty, kitty, ditty, ditty, shitty, pitty, dip. What do you mean?
Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
You can use 2 elementals in one.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing it to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
You ugly! Ew! Oh yeah, I need to see your bones in that, you creature. Tagadilia.
This is going to cost you!
Hey mom, what are you on about? You can float, you dumb bitch. I've never seen her not float. I did it on purpose because I may have watched a video but didn't watch all of it because I didn't want all of the spoilers. I only know this part and not on forward part, so I don't know if I'm going to need to level up to the next part or something, so... Eat it, you little boy. Why hasn't he froze yet? He's gotten the water and icy spicy effect on his little pussy ussy. Bob Ross, we need you. Bob Ross, we summon thee. Bob Ross, we summon your healing. He's trying to hit me. He just slayed Miyuku. He just slayed Kamiya Sato or Ayaka. There's a lot of women call her. You slayed my character. You have no right to hit me. Hey yo, was that a fucking whale?
Let the show begin.
It doesn't start healing me until I'm out of that state. Bullshit. I reckon when he throws his weapon, it should take him a second to like pick it up.
Die.
I'll protect you.
You nearly got me, mister. Oh, I forgot about Herbie. I can't use her special move in here. That's dumb, but we didn't realize. He just crushed me with a whale.
Go
Heal, Barbados.
for Barbara go?
Barbados is a liar, lies with me. You sack of oversized man poop. What the fuck?
Let the show begin. Who's the opponent?
Stupid Tim. I am Barbara, cathedral nurse. I will hit you with my power till your pussy is my purge.
Why has everyone stopped singing?
I think hers is the saddest. Like, why has everyone stopped singing? Barbara, heal! So the heathen does not finish you off once more. Scary man! You know what? I will be normal. I will use my J parsegrels later. When things get a little hard for me, J parsegrels are the far for the job. Barbaras.
My apologies.
You may be a strong man, but your skills are worthless towards me. I'm sorry to say, child, but you're cancelled in this. Barbara should be able to take damage from that, you know, since she's water. Like, she should be able to conjure it away from her. Like, you know. Like, da 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 da. I don't know who this dumb bastard thinks I am, but he thinks I'm some strong ass dude. You. I should have added an extra 1,000 HP in you. Your whale is not good enough to kill me. Child. The Mongolian.
So rude. Sakura swirl.
Eat it, bitch. I'm about to do some god stuff right now. I told you. God rule.
Windblade!
She is my strongest. For as long as she remains, I will live to see another day.
Die.
She's also my weakest.
Swirling snow.
Fuck you, child.
Look, child's back to normal again.
Fucking obvious.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, You never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Senora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contract. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
No, don't.
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Yes, Daddy.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
How the Jade Chamber can move. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da.
If we hadn't happened to see came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't...
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chi Team. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Guys.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Lilith? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy gets a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Leo's harbor.
So the Archon
my beautiful
war was like 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chi-Thing, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? Wait, all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Lilith. Can you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chi Thing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take...
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
Why can't that be her ultimate? But I hate when they have to use their little upgrades.
Whirling snow. Kamisato art. Selector. Take flight.
So Sile's divine power. I am very familiar. Be careful not to get hit.
It's fucking obviously.
Diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one. Lights out.
My apologies. Yeah. Ah. The ancient god's attacking again. There are so many victories too. We can't look.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is the Depthful energy. That light from your body.
Madam Ping, I love her. She's awesome.
Wow, it's the Madam Ping shockwave. This green is really strong.
Bruh, that's just rude. Like,
Take flight.
she always pronounces her granny instead of Madam Ping. If a woman has Madam in her name, you pronounce it Madam Ping. Or whatever Madam, whatever they have after Madam.
My apologies. With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Now, I'd love to see Diana running this fast, man.
Withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
No! Bruh, I wish they could let me have this power all the time.
Let's dance. Come on, we can do it. It breaks the ice. Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right? Batui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
I mean, surely enough, if I literally fucking saved the whole city from flooding, then I should have level 8 reputation.
Be careful now.
Same with
The Guizhong
Mondstadt. I should have level 8 reputation for saving the bond.
Retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
No.
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now.
I wish I was that strong all the time. Oh, he just made a real angry face. Also, you know, Aether and Lumen are minors. How did that not flood Liyue away? Bruh, if shockwave that big would have even reached Mondstadt or Inazuma. My ladies, pop your pussy like that. Don't stop, don't trip. My ladies, pop your pussy like that. Don't stop, don't dance. My ladies on my burning fire. Oh girl, it's true that I like you.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of foes, and that
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to... I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat
Where the
that
fuck
big
did this little
monster?
bitch come from?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the prediction.
Shut up, old granny bitch.
All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time,
I wish there was... I wish we could ask the Animal Archons, like, the 3 that we have now, like, to gift their powers into people that we think deserve it.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Oh.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods
Wait, is
and Liyue
Madam
has
Ping a
long
fucking
since passed.
Adeptus?
Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
I hate how they say
Seems like
one.
the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All further ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all. The child wanted to unleash the gods, but we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our... Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that... Simon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Longchen's hero party.
I'm pretty sure Zhongling's the god. He's like, got a handsome ass voice like a god. He's got a very nice feeling of motherfucking pride. From what I've learned, gnosis are what keeps archons in their human forms they take. So there's a chance the Venti is gonna turn back into his element and flow with the wind once more. And Zhongling too. Where I hope the Fatui does not get the Dendrognosis, the Electrognosis, and the most beautiful gnosis, and the Pyrognosis, and the Cryognosis, and the Archon. Like, I just hope they don't get any gnosises.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't...
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please...
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to...
Doesn't the Northland Gate belong to... Last time we saw Zhongli was before... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liu? We had better go and make sure...
I don't care if you're not in the best state right now, you mong-faced bitch. I want my money and I want my parting right. I want my money, I want it now. Give me a bitch or I'll smack you in the face with a pa-pa-pow, pa-pa. I just hit a child. Why am I not in jail yet? I just hit a child with a very high speedy car thing. I don't care what you're gonna put in your letter, you blonde fucker. Boom, 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 chicka boom, boom. I like how you can I'm pretty sure you can refight child.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the City of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching Health.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here.
Ooh, her tits are big.
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking...
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seekest is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Wait.
How sanctimonious.
Venti's was the queen chest piece. Zhongling's is the king.
What? So, no, wait. That's
Every one of their notices are gonna be a chest piece.
I do not.
One's gonna either be the pawn,
I give it as agreed
the
upon in
bishop,
contract.
the king and queen have already been revealed.
Tsaritsa and I.
The knight, sorry. The move forwarder, and other things.
Yeah, you don't think you win a lip?
Then some of them are gonna be sacrificed.
Perhaps it's best, as you know. I've dwelt upon this. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracked until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowd.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The gnosis which I had kept for so many years suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, Yet faced with... And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence. All the while, I carried on as these things were all a part of me. I had expected them to do... They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's div...
Huh?
Oh.
Hey, what about me?
I think that thanks would be... If you hadn't created the...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for... Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue...
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession...
Fine.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there...
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If my agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your...
Leave the Northland about. I watch your eyes as I watch your eyes as she walks by. Wait a second, sunrise.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
That god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very... I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millelith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
I got your eye.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it... So Rex Lapis is really...
Why isn't he like
they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Fucking thing, and why isn't he Wrench Wang? Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, come on. There's only one real possibility for two.
But I got your eye.
Lower your...
Hear ye all, the Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not, and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors, or indulge in baseless speculation.
Simon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are there speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts for...
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed
The long, unending dream of our Archon Queen.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really...
Is that the traveler who they say
so young?
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
As for the mortal...
Thought it seemed... Well, that's...
Perhaps...
Hey, Zhongli!
do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from...
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But
of commerce, the Archon Morax. I will treasure the memories that I made. That is true.
Paimon thinks that...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just
balls.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon, Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan that. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, this is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Tibet see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
They want to seize visions.
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun...
Whoa.
The Anemo Archon...
Stop talking, please.
7 ideals for... All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your nose since Morax is dead... Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have...
This is terrible.
Yes. This, well...
Did you at least...
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well, then.
Get away from me, you fucking bitch. Get away from me. Ew, Daddy, that's cute. Oh, yo, bitch. Suck my dick. Okay, I just wanted to, like, do that. I've been streaming for, like,